Capricorn, welcome to your general love reading with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader for 15 to 31 July. When you come across something in this reading that really resonates, I want you to go ahead and claim it for yourself by placing your hand on your heart, taking a nice deep breath and saying yes to it. So in this reading, my beautiful Capricorns, those dealing with a Capricorn, wherever you've got Capricorn in your chart, we're going to take a look at your divine feminine energy, your divine male energy, see how those two aspects are, balancing each other or canceling each other out, and then end off by bringing it all together, how to, get that balance and maintain that balance. All right. So let's see, what do we have for Capricorn, please? What is it that my beautiful, beautiful Capricorns need to know? What is it that they need to be aware of? Spirit guides and guardian angels, please guide my hands. What is it that my beautiful Capricorns need to know and to be aware of? For those of you that might be interested in learning card reading, you can check out the links for my courses and also psychic development in the description. All right. So on the divine feminine side of your reading, my beautiful, beautiful Capricorns, you have got the Eight of Inspiration, which is the Eight of Wands. You've got the Queen of Materials, which is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ten of Voices, which is the Ten of Swords. All right. So Capricorn, how much have you been putting into a connection? How much have you been putting on in? And has it been sort of like fairly reciprocated? You know what I mean? From all that you have put in and from all that you are putting in, are you getting an equal measure back? Because I feel that for some of you, there's a space where you might be really putting your best foot forward. You really put in some genuine effort here to make things work. But I do get the feeling, though, that if you maybe stop certain things, if you stop the push, you stop the drive, then, it might be a thing of like, oh, well, give your energy, and this is, even though this is a love reading, this goes to life in general for you, my beautiful Capricorn, give your energy where it will be respected, where it will be reciprocated, where it will be welcomed and appreciated. Invest in sort of like, avenues and areas and energies that will equally invest back into you as well. So you're not a person that just gives, and somebody else just takes. All right? And I do feel that for some of you, there is a release that is necessary. This could be that you might need to end things with the person that you are with. It could also mean that you, because reading is general, so you have to take it as it resonates. It could also be that you could stay with a person, but for some of you, I feel this here to say like, listen, this is how things are going to be going from the way forward. Going forward from this point, when the cookie crumbles, these are the specifications for the cookie crumbling, that sort of thing. But what I do feel most strongest is that for some of you, you just need to release the past, you need to release the ex, you need to let it go. You need to let it go. Because remember, as we already said, you might be overcompensating in certain areas, giving certain areas so much attention that it becomes sort of like dominant in your life. But it's not really serving you any favors. That is basically what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So there's definite releases that are necessary. And interestingly enough, even though there is a divine feminine part of you that we are looking at, the divine feminine part is saying, Capricorn, use your brain. Try not to just see things favorably. What do you need to release? Who do you need to release? What do you need to let go? What is no longer sort of like, compatible with, the end goal that you would like to reach? All right. Let's look at your divine male energy, and you've got three cards that came out there right away. You've got the Strength energy, Capricorn. You have got the Two of Wands energy, and you have got the Chariot energy. So strong Leo influence there, strong Cancer influence there actually. And it'll be quite interesting because it seems to me that some of you, that you try to make something work with someone, so maybe you were with a certain person, you realize like, oh, gotta, wipe your dust off my feet, this ain't working. Then you went into a new connection with a new person. Could also be that you decided to become single, but went into a new energetic connection in a different energetic flow. Lots of healing that took place, and it's very interesting because it's one of those spaces where you think like, well, I'm going to leave you, I'm not going to be with you ain't working for me. And then you go from here to there, and then you learn very powerful, very valuable lessons. But those lessons then in the end make you realize that maybe it's time to go back to you. This is where you actually had it sweet and good in the first place. But sometimes a separation is necessary for you to realize how good you actually already have it. All right? A lot of times in life we say, oh, I wish I didn't do that. But if you didn't do that, it wouldn't offer you this. You know, that sort of thing. Life works like that in flows. There is the possibility of change and movement. You know, changing away from a certain place, moving back in with someone. But love does send you, I want to say send you packing, but it's not like a negative thing. You know, it's like, it sort of like broadens your horizon, so to speak. So there's opportunities here for you to almost live a more, you know, emotionally expensive, mentally expensive, but simultaneously very satisfying, soul satisfying life future going forward. I feel that for some of you, you may have been trying to do things right, you know, not to speak too loud and to use your inside voice and all those type of things, feeling very watched and very judged. But now it's time for you to go forward and to just go forward with who you are and with what you have. Don't be hesitant about speaking up for what you want, for what you need in life. And, you know, I do sense here that for many of you, this is a connection that you may have thought, you know, this cord is severed, it's never going to work, it's the end of the road. I actually see that if you can be willing to move into a direction, into a connection, despite focusing on the things that why it might not work, and rather focusing on why it will work, could work, that is your golden ticket right there. Okay? So don't hold yourself back from love. You are actually very ready for it. So if you do feel that, you know, if there's maybe that sense of like, you know, let's say you live in Los Angeles and the person you like, you know, or got a connection with lives in New York, for example, and they say to you, you know, do you want to move up here? Let's make it work. If I were you, I would very strongly consider that move. I won't just discard it and make it off and say, no, it's not going to do it. Okay? I will actually be open to change and feel open to movement and starting new and starting over with someone new. Okay. That's nice. Closing off for you. If it resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video. Thanks to those of you already subscribing. If you haven't yet subscribed, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Tying it all in together, Ace of Pentacles, Emperor energy, so Aries energy, new beginnings energy, and the King of Wands. There is a great breakthrough coming here for you, a great financial breakthrough, a breakthrough that makes a lot of things possible for you in love, my beautiful Capricorn, which, you know, so for many of you, you would have said, you know, well, I'd like to do it, but, you know, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I don't have the job, I don't have the, you know, I don't know if the company will let me transfer and stuff like that. I feel that they will, because your heart is in the right place. So you want to make sure that your heart is in the right place. And I feel that you are definitely ready for love, but you are the only person that can really give yourself permission to progress forward, you know, into that space where you trust someone with your heart again. All right. If you do, I see it being very soul fulfilling for you. So it's a beautiful soul fulfilling connection. Okay. That's what I got, Capricorns. I hope that it helps. If any of you are interested in a deeper, deep dive exploration of your energetic, personal sort of possibilities, then you can always go ahead and book a personal reading with me. The details on how to do that are down below in the description. See you next time.